Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Wind Waker Rando Spoiler Log tournament between Tubamann and Jarhead. We have Melon and DJ Guapo, and I will hand it over to them for comms. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well this evening or morning, depending on where you are.
Good evening, guys.
So it looks like our racers are starting. And yes, Snacks, unfortunately, it is not Prime.
It's time for an epic race with Jarhead and Tuba.
Yeah, this one's going to be exciting. Both of these runners are very good at the game, especially spoiler logs, so we'll see how this goes. It looks like we already have
different routes.
Yeah. So Tuba is at Outset, and Jar is over at Dragon Roost Island here. So Tuba is going under Grandma's basement here. This item that he's grabbing is going to be good to have before going to Windfall. So it's the delivery bag. We got a couple things that's required for.
Very nice.
Yeah, Elijah, I don't think Tuba's going to save Grandma in this seed. And Jar is actually at Fire Mountain right now, which was the Dragon Roof's cavern entrance. And he's going to grab Furor's Pearl.
And that will give him a mail check for later.
Yep, so that mail check, I don't remember what's in it because I didn't put it in my route.
And also Tubamann beginning the boomerang as well.
Interesting. So Tuba grabbed the boomerang pretty early. And Tuba is now at Windfall. And Jar, I think, is headed to Crescent Island.
I believe so, yes. I don't remember what's in Crescent Island exactly.
So Crescent has an item that is required for this seed. Very required, actually.
Power bracelets.
Yep,
Wow.
we do have to face Jalhalla in Earth Temple to get one of our shards. So those power bracelets are hard required. And Tuba is chasing the kids, and the nice thing about Windfall today is that there's actually not a lot to grab on Windfall, at least in the early game. So Tuba will probably catch the kids, maybe do a Lenzo door cancel. Maybe not. I don't know. And
wow,
that'll probably be it for Windfall this first time. Maybe a couple delivery bag checks too, I guess. But Jar actually stopped at Salvage Core and got the grappling hook, and is now entering Paw Print to go to Cliff Plateau. I don't believe there's anything in the first chest here, but Jar is going to store it, so we're not even going to see what's in it.
And Tuba just ignoring Tingle. He's gonna be locked up in jail today, I see.
Yep, no free Tingle today. And Jar clips into the loading zone here. Going to the top of Cliff Plateau. So no longer at Paw Print. Actually getting text storage. Interesting.
Meantime, Tuba gets Maggie's letter from Ivan.
He also stored that chest on top, which actually has another shard for our trackers there. And Jarhead is super swimming now. I think I know where he's going to take this, but I'm not positive, so we'll see. Yep, I think Jar is super swimming to Thorned Fairy, where he'll use the chest storage to clip inside there.
Interesting.
Has no problem getting in. Or getting to the island, at least. Getting in is pretty simple, so shouldn't be an issue.
But hammer is required today, though.
You're correct, Woofer. Jar is doing this for a bottle, and Grandma isn't required. But it's Grandma, and you should save your Grandma, so... Stella gets it. There's that bottle. I'm sure he'll grab a fairy as well since he's here.
And Tuba gets the Dago leaf.
Yep.
And the Cafe Man.
So a little bit of side quest there to get that leaf, but wasn't too far out of the way. Well, Woofer, we'll see what happens. Jarhead gonna grab the mail. And it looks like Tuba is heading over to Crescent right now, where he'll get his power bracelets. Jarhead getting the bombs from Kamali's father. And here we have Jarhead saving Grandma.
While Tuba getting his power bracelets. Nice.
Yeah, so a lot of difference in their routing today. So we'll see how this goes.
So which is faster?
True. I don't know, guys. I'm on the belief that having soup saves enough time to justify it, so...
And unlimited magic.
Yep. There's that delivery bag for Jarhead, and Tua is in Fire Mountain, gonna grab his Ferore's Pearl to get those bombs from the mail.
Now
No, Jay, they
to,
aren't.
I believe Island Steel, right?
Yes, that's correct. Are they Slim? Oh yeah, I'm dumb. There is a tingle chest that they need to get. Sorry. Tuba at Paw Print now, talking to Salvage Core to get his grapple hook, and I'm pretty positive he'll hop into the Paw entrance to get that shard at Cliff Plateau, maybe take storage somewhere.
And Jarhead gets his Master Sword. Very nice.
Yes, Jay, it was.
Now Tuba has his bombs.
And Jar is at Stone Watcher.
Which Stone Watcher is Bird's Peak Cave.
Jar grabbing some money here. And a Picto box. So unfortunately for this seed, both Picto boxes are required.
And Tuba gets a little piece of cheese to start with.
Jarhead is actually going to Windfall for his first time now. Unfortunately, it did just turn to night. So we'll see how his routing goes with this. He's getting storage. So he's going to door cancel into Lenzo, which we did not see Tuba do earlier. But Tuba also didn't have the Picto box at this point. Tuba's at boating course now. That's going to lead into Bomb Island, everyone's favorite island.
And Jar actually making the Lenzo door cancel. Nice.
Miri, if you were what the hecking at the white screen, it's because that is what door cancel does. It makes you blind.
And now Jarhead is getting ready to catch Ivan and his friends.
Yep, which we saw Tuba do earlier, so no surprises there. Tuba working on Bomb Island here.
But unfortunately having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, those Megtails aren't the kindest ever. So Jar is able to do a little bit more here on his first trip to Windfall. When he was in Lenzo's, he did take the picture for Pompey and Vera, which is required. And I believe he'll send Maggie's letter once he's done catching the kids to get his leaf,
which will be required in the future.
Yep. Leaf is that item that pretty much is required in every seed. Not always, but it's very rare that it isn't. And it helps a lot for glitches and such.
Very true.
Tuba is at Angular now, and Angular is actually going to be the first dungeon that we see entered today. Tuba equipping the boomerang because he's going to be going into Forbidden Woods. Pretty much Artemis, yeah. And there's our first bow. So Jarhead did mail Maggie's letter, and he's doing this cutscene here so that he can get his leaf from the postman. Tuba just kind of makes his way through Forbidden Woods. It shouldn't take him too long. There's not a lot to grab in here. Actually, I believe there's only 2 things to grab in here, one of which was already grabbed by Tuba. But the other one is in a very nice location that isn't too hard to get to. And there's the hook shot from our Gossip Girls.
Now Tuba making it to the hub room, finally.
Here's that leaf for Jarhead.
Wow, Tuba getting fiery and nice arrows. 2 bow upgrades in Forbidden Woods.
Yep, and that's, I believe, everything that we need in Forbidden Woods today, so. Looks like Tuba is gonna get storage here. Did Jar warp to the wrong place, it looks like? Or did he grab boomerang? Oh no, he grabbed the boomerang.
Yeah.
Never mind. So Tuba already got chest storage. He just has to get to the boss room.
And just walk right in.
And Jarhead is now at boating course, which we saw Tuba do earlier was Bomb Island, where he's going to get his second picto box. And Tuba doing Cali demos the intended way.
And Tuba managed to defeat Karidemus in one cycle. Very nice.
Yeah, that is really nice, especially with just the hero sword. Not the easiest thing to do in one cycle.
Now Jar has his deluxe pick the box, ready to do Muñeco.
So Tuba has finished a dungeon. Jar has yet to enter one. But I think Jar is headed to Angular right now to enter Forbidden Woods. And Tuba warped to Southern Ferry. This ferry has an item that will be required for one check only.
And Jar will be picking up his first bow.
Both runners choosing to do Forbidden Woods first to get that bow for DRC. Really want to shoot down that platform to skip a lot of the dungeon.
And Tuba gets Command Melody. Okay.
He left a little message on his stream for us that says he's bad at the Command Melody skip in Mir's room. So that's why he's getting it there. It's alright, Tuba. I would have got it too.
I would have probably done the same thing too.
I didn't even know there was a Command Melody skip, to be honest. In Earth Temple, at least. The Mir's room. So Tuba is now at Stonewatcher, where he'll get his second Picto box. Oh, okay, Artemis, that's interesting. I think Jar was actually practicing that before the restream started, so we might see it from Jar. I didn't know that's what he was doing, though, so thank you for the information. Yes, Artemis, that is correct. Tuba also grabbing money here in Bird's Peak Rock.
And Jar's going to store this chest, which is fire and ice arrows, to get in the boss door.
Yep. So Tuba actually didn't store that one. He chose to store the Morth Pit chest, which had Wind God's aria, I believe. Which isn't required for this seed since Wind Temple isn't in Logic, and even if it was, it still wouldn't be required because the Songstones are skipped.
Very true.
Ah, I see, Tanjo. So I guess we'll see if Command Melody saves Tuba some time later on in Earth Temple. No telescope, unfortunately, Stella Cat. Neither runner grabbed the double Morth Pit chest. Oh no. The
So we're having trouble getting inside, unfortunately.
the orb here is blocking Tuba's way. That was funny, but also unfortunate.
And
Yes,
Jar's gonna have an easy fight for try a demo since he has the Master Sword already?
Yep. Real quick time on that. Angular is required both as an entrance and a dungeon. Or not a dungeon, a cave.
And speaking of Master Sword, Tuba gets his sword upgrade as well.
Yep, so I think at this point the runners are caught up to one another. The only difference is Jar has hookshot, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
And Jar has a bottle.
Yeah, Jar did stop and get soup. But the thing with hookshot, though, is Tuba will only have to take one picture to get both Pompey and Vera and Manenko. So I say they're pretty tied up. Oh, that is correct. Tuba didn't grab Mirror Shield yet, but he'll grab that on the way to take the picture. Jar is also super swimming, so if you are photosensitive, please look away.
So it's still kind of close.
Yeah, Artemis, you're right, but it's still only one picture that has to be taken, and then you can do all of it all at once. So Jar is now at Cabana. Always, not always. Jar did grab storage. He's going to store the chest up top here to clip into Cabana without the deed. Yes, it was very interesting routing on Jar's end there. But also very smart routing for Tuba here, I think.
And Cabana is actually Angular Island.
Yep. Angular doubly loaded.
Angular is always loaded.
It always is. Someday, Artemis, someday. Oh, Jar bonked and fell down, unfortunately. Jar, what are you doing?
Now he needs to take some soup.
Tuba lit up the lighthouse. He's gonna talk to our friend Creeb.
Creep actually loaded with light arrows. Wow.
Yep. Creeb having the light arrows today. Seen that a lot lately. And there's another Master Sword for Jar. That is his second one, I believe.
Yep.
And Tuba entering lenses upstairs normally. Grabbing that mirror shield. Jar is going to Great Fish. I'm pretty sure he's going to start the trade quest with the Goron.
Now Tuba's getting ready to pick up his hookshot as well from Pompey.
And Tuba grabbing his second Master Sword, which is the third sword that we've seen. And Jar's also headed to Windfall now, too.
And
Both
Monica
doing
gives
the
Tuba cheese.
Yeah.
Almost sync.
And Jar is going to grab his last sword here from Zunari. Tuba changing it back to night so he can grab the transparent chest. Which is another shard.
Cheese. And meanwhile, Jar's setting up to get his light arrows.
And it looks like Tuba is warping to Forsaken Fortress, but he doesn't have a hammer yet, so he can't do that. He's going to head over to Star Island. No, Artemis. Grandma is required if you're a good grandson. That's how required she is. You know, honestly, I'm surprised Tuba didn't grab Grandma if she's actually the Boko Baba seed. That's his favorite item. There are those light arrows for Jarhead.
Now Jar has a fully master sword and a fully upgraded bow.
Yep. I believe all Jar needs now is the hammer. Pretty sure he's gonna skip command melody. Jar, target the chest, please. So yeah, we just need those shards still, which I think they're all in the dungeons now.
And maybe we might see no EGL.
I will ask him about that in the interview, Mont and Artemis. He was in DRC. He's shooting down the platform right now. We're flaming Tuba because Grandma had the Boko Baba seed and he didn't grab it.
And Tuba getting EGL for Earth Temple later on.
Interesting. Jar is right behind Tuba in DRC now. So they're pretty matched up. The only difference here is that Jar does have that final sword. And soup. Tuba, however, does have song percent, so there is that. Like, Angular entrance was to Forbidden Woods, and then Angular had this sword. That's the sword that Tuba is missing. And yeah, it was Cabana led to Angular. I don't know, Artemis. We'll have to ask him. Tuba actually grabbing the big key here in the pot room.
Interesting. So no big key skip for Tuba.
Yep. I wonder if Jar is going to do the same. It's kind of on the way in the route that they both seem to be taking.
Yeah, it's like kind of there for them.
Jar going over to the Tingle statue chest here. Actually, I don't think this one has a Tingle statue in the game. It actually has rupees, I think, in the vanilla game, but you know, a Tingle chest nonetheless. And there's his hammer. Tuba fighting Goma now. Jar is going to grab the big key as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Artemis, I think it is a yellow rupee. That Megtail being rude, but Jarhead gets around it.
And he just fell to the lava. Okay.
Tuba finishing up Goma as Jar begins to fight her.
So now Tuba will be rewarded a piece of cheese and a nice little cutscene.
Yes, it was a 1 cycle for Tuba. Very nice to see. So yeah, this is actually extremely close because the only thing Tuba is missing that Jar has right now is sword.
Yeah, actually.
So.
And I don't think Jarhead is gonna get command.
No, I don't think Jar is gonna grab command melody. I disagree, Ice Cold. Makar is definitely best boy. So Tuba is now at Forsaken Fortress.
Wow, Jarhead gets his piece of cheese with another good cutscene.
1 cycles all around today. True, Munkle. True, 100%. That's why Medley can't be best girl, because grandma. Yep, we're gonna see the glitchless route for Forsaken Fortress here from Tuba. And I'm pretty sure Jar will actually do the same thing when he comes here, because he did grab the boomerang earlier for Mother and Child chest. So no storage super swim there.
I believe this is like a new route.
It's from the any percent glitchless route, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like Jar is right behind Tuba here at Forsaken Fortress. So yeah, these runners are right on each other's tails.
And Jar might probably be doing the same thing as Tuba did.
Unless he begins the fight with Phantom Ganon, yes. Jar running a little low on magic there, but he makes it. We're all good.
Wow.
And Tuba strikes the bird.
Going to phase 2.
Yep. Gonna be getting storage here to store that cutscene. First try storage. Bird comes down.
Very nice bird.
Hopefully we see the same thing on Jar's side. Don't want any soft locks for either runner.
And Tuba's got a quick spin the bird instead of hammer.
So now is Tuba gonna go grab that sword, or is he gonna go to Earth Temple? Jar also getting first try storage here.
Now the question is, would it be a good bird?
Let's hope. All right, so Tuba is gonna go grab that sword, it seems. The bird comes down for Jar.
Very nice. So no soft locks today.
Yep, we had a good bird. So Jar will not have to make any stops before going to Earth Temple. So he may enter Earth Temple before Tuba does, depending on how quickly Tuba does Angular. Either way, still really close.
Now Jar is making his way to Overlook, I believe.
Yep, Overlook is gonna have our entrance to Earth Temple. So Jar does have a very, very, very slight lead on Tuba right now.
And Tuba getting Angular first try.
There's that final sword for Tuba. And
Now
we're in
Tuba's
Wind Temple.
ready for
excuse me,
Earth.
Earth Temple. The other one.
No lick card today.
Unfortunate. Jar leaving behind Medley right away. Which is probably for the best. She's kind of useless.
Yeah.
Jar getting storage. Gonna store this first chest. Gonna see go mode from him.
And Jar will be attempting EJO skip as well.
Yep, Jar didn't grab any of the songs this seed.
Wow, Tuba grabbed almost all of them.
Tuba did grab all of them, yeah. So Tuba might actually take Medley along with him just to be safe on the song stones. Jar getting that clip first try.
Very nice. And
Yeah,
Tuba's
last
still leap up over.
the last chard, aside from the one on Jalhala, is in Mir's room. Oh goodness. That Floor Master was a little close for comfort there.
Yeah.
Jar making quick time through Earth Temple go mode. Jar not forgetting to open the pot.
Very good. And Tuba's bringing Medley.
Yep,
For
he's
the
gonna put
stone.
that Earth God's lyric to work. And Jar clips into the boss room.
Very smooth go mode from Jar.
The first light arrow there not doing anything on Jalala. Weird. Doesn't look like Jar drank soup before coming in here, though. Oh, was it a regular one? Got it. And down goes Jalhala.
Now all that's left is Mirror Room.
Yep. We're gonna see that command melody skip that we were talking about earlier from Jarhead.
But you still have no clue.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how it works, but he doesn't have command melody, so I can only assume he's going to do it. Jar saving and quitting so that he'll go back to the beginning of the dungeon rather than outside it.
The keys are not being very nice to Tuba there.
They never are nice in that room. I always take them out before before
Same.
clicking through the wall. Jar taking that pot so that Medley will show up because we kind of need her. Well, I don't know. Do you need her for a command melody skip?
We will find out.
I don't know. It looks like you do, in fact, need Medley. Interesting.
Oh. I'm just gonna write that down.
Right? If you only need right chest, might as well learn it. And there's that last shard for Jar.
Now Jar's ready to take on Ganon.
Yep, we'll see him head to Hyrule now. Tuba's still extremely close.
Yes.
And Jalhala is finished on Tuba's side.
Now all that's left is Mirror Room for Tuba.
Jar entering Hyrule at just about 54 minutes here. Depending on how fast he goes, it could be really close to a sub 1, but I don't think it's possible to sub 1.
Yeah, that'll be super difficult.
A 6-minute Hyrule? Yeah, you'd probably have to get, like, perfect PG.
Not even missing a shot.
Have we had one in the tourney? I don't believe so. We've had one in with these settings, but I think it was a bi-weekly that happened in.
Wasn't there one in the seeding bracket, very beginning?
I don't remember. That was too long ago. In the actual tournament woofer, or just practice-wise? Ah, okay. Rick, I think Jar has the fastest time from one of the bi-weeklies.
And now Tuba's ready for Hyrule to defeat Ganon.
Yep. So Jar is about a Ganon's tower ahead. Yeah, that was a really quick seed, that one. I don't know what the fastest tourney seed was. Off the top of my head, at least. So Tuba is just over 3 minutes behind, it seems, from the time entering Hyrule.
Yeah. Tuba enters Hyrule while Jar enters PG.
Yep. Depending on how things go, this is still pretty close. There's the first shot for Jarhead. Shot number 2. Tuba's now through the barrier.
Ready to climb Ganon's tower.
And there's shot number 3 for Jarhead on PG1.
Alrighty, phase 2 for Jar. Will he get a crib shot? Who knows?
Will he get a double crib shot? There's 1, 2, and 3.
You're right.
Wow. Very nice to see when that happens. There's 1. 2. Tuba taking down Phantom Ganon. Jar attempting to stun up again here. There he goes. And there goes PG. Time to climb the rope.
And Tuba's making his way to PG right now.
Oh, Jar almost making it to the top before letting go.
Will we see the grapple skip?
He probably will. He doesn't have grapple out. Yep. Bad angle, unfortunately.
Easy for Jarhead.
Yes, Mary, it is. Jar
And
did
Jar
get the pod
already
slide, yes.
Going for phase 2 again.
Yeah, Mary, it's a lot of mashing and letting go is pretty unfortunate. And time for Jarhead.
GG for
GG's. We got a time of 101.50. But good news, this is winner's bracket, so Tuba has not been eliminated yet. He still is going to be in the loser's bracket. I don't know if it's a tourney record, Rick. Nice, nice. I'm sure we'll have Jarhead in here very shortly for a interview.
Oh, and Tuba only gets one crit shot. Almost gets a double.
1 is still really good.
I agree.
Snacks, this entire bracket was loaded. Oh, Tuba.
Since Tuba didn't grab Grandma, he's gotta go find some magic.
Yep. Unfortunately, the Morphs do not make this easy. But there's some magic for him. And PG's down.
Very nice roll climb from Tuba.
And Tuba enters the Ganon fight. Zelda misbehaving. There we go.
GG's Tuba.
GG's indeed. Tuba getting a time of 106.28. All right, I'm gonna pull our runners in for an interview now. Hello, Jarhead. Hello, Tuba.
Oh, hello.
Hey guys.
Hello.
GG's to both of you.
That was
G's.
up until PG3. That was really close.
It was really close. I think you had finished all the dungeons, or you had finished up through Forsaken Fortress first, Tuba.
Mhm.
But at that point, you didn't have the sword.
Yep, so I had to go get the sword, which was the equalizer.
Yep.
Which one?
Angular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saved that for basically second to last, right before ET.
Okay. Other than that, how different was our routes?
You were actually different right from the start.
I had a
which-
feeling.
Actually, Tuba, we have something to talk about.
Oh,
You didn't grab Grandma,
you're right.
Yep.
which, that's,
Oh yeah,
some runner's
it
preference.
had the Boko Baba seed.
Yeah,
I
what
thought
the
of that.
heck?
Exactly.
I was
I-
honestly thinking, okay, Grandma has that. Maybe that'll convince Tuba to get it with me.
The answer is I was too scared. But I mean, I saw it and I was thinking, I actually did kind of just sit there and consider it because I was going to go to Mother and Child to get Boomerang anyways. I was going to go to Southern to get Command Melody anyways. But I decided against it because all 4 of the bottles were in pretty gross spots.
Yeah, they were pretty bad. The best one I could think to do was Thorn Fairy, and just super swim to it after getting with Delivery Bag.
Yep.
Or was it Delivery Bag? Whatever was on Cliff Plateau.
Cliff
The
Plateau.
the Cliff Plat shard.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just super swam from there over to it.
makes sense. And did you store Cliff Top, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. I was like, there's no way you went and got Hammer immediately.
Yeah. God, Hammer was so far.
Mhm.
It took me until like almost the very end before I was just like, God damn, why is it every single time we have FF and there's a dungeon at Star Island, Hammer is in that dungeon?
Yeah, seriously.
Every time.
Okay, so I have a question for you. You heard me say that I got it. Did you get Command Melody?
I did not.
I figured, and I knew that was going to be a time loss. I have not practiced the command melody skip in the right room.
Yeah,
So
I mentioned that I was practicing something before the seed actually started. That was it. I quickly went through Earth Temple to try it out, and it's actually a lot easier than I thought it was. But I think I just was getting really, really lucky, like every single time with when I was actually releasing them.
Yeah, I was about to say I can get to the thing just fine. It's the ledge grab that kills me. I've tried for hours.
See, what I do is I like actually walk up the thing a little bit to like be on like the nose of the snake, and then usually I can jump off the snake just fine there, and then I don't even need to ledge grab. The first time I tried it earlier, I like just rolled down like the side of it, and I didn't have anywhere near enough height. I was like, oh, I see.
Yeah, that's something that definitely lost me time. Another thing that lost me time, I did opt to grab EGL just to play safe.
And apparently win got Zarya.
Oh yeah, that was just to spite the telescope. That was legit all it was. I was already going through Morph Pit. I wasn't triggering the choose in that room since we weren't opening the right chest. So I just decided it's going to be about the same amount of time. Let's spite that telescope.
So when did you get bombs?
Pretty early. So immediately I went to get the delivery bag from Grandma. Then I got the boomerang. Then I went to Windfall, did a couple things there, but not a lot. And then went and got power bracelets. Then I went and got bombs. And then from DRC, I went to Paw Print instead of from Crescent.
So you went to Outset for very first thing was...
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
I wasn't getting soup.
Yeah, what I did the very first, like I was saying, I didn't have any idea where I was going to start. Realizing, I guess this wasn't really bombs related, but oh no, it was bombs related because I realized I need to open that tingle chest to get the hammer, and I was just like, oh, so where's that? Oh, it's Feror's Pro Mill. Okay, where's Feror's Pro? It's in Fire Mountain, which I saw earlier is in Dragoneer's Cave. I have a reason to go here. Yes.
Yeah.
That was like my anchor for starting the route was going to Dragoneer so I could go get power bracelets. And then I went, so I did that and then immediately went to Crescent, got power bracelets, like I said, went to Paw Print, got Salvage Core, Grapple. Paw Print was Cliff Plateau, so I went up and through, like I said, did the Super Swim, went to Grandma, immediately got the bag, and then I think that was when my first Windfall trip was. Oh no, I went to Islet and then Stonewatcher, and then my first Windfall trip.
Yeah, because then you had a pick those, so you could get hookshot early. And
I pretty much like the only money I could think to get like early-ish was the Stonewatcher money.
Yeah, and that's fair. I got the Stonewatcher money before going to Great Fish because I got Command Melody. So I went southern to
Stonewatcher.
Yeah, and then from there to Islet. And then I just warped to Great Fish to get the Town Flower. Or not the Town Flower, to get the Exotic Flower.
Yeah.
That was only because I was not comfortable with that CM skip.
Yeah. I hadn't like done it in forever. It's just like, okay. I put a question mark on it. I knew where Command Melody was in case I wasn't like confident in it. So I went and tried it a couple times, and it went fine. I was just like, okay, I guess I'll just kind of skip it. Hope it works out. And it worked out, so.
Yeah, it saved you time, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Because until PG3, we must have been extremely close.
Specifically 3?
Oh, my PG3, I mean, for one, I saw that you had finished, so I just kind of was like, okay, we don't have to try hard. And from there, it was a train wreck. I probably lost a minute on PG3.
Yeah, PG3 is like always the... It seems like it's the... either you do good or you do bad one. Like PG1, I don't know. Sometimes you do bad. I feel like PG3
Honestly,
is much more volatile.
My PG1 was pretty bad too. Like I was kind of shocked how bad my PG was because I practiced it for like an hour earlier. But Then I didn't practice it for 2 hours, so that's what happened.
Good. Yeah, PG is super volatile. I don't know.
Mhm. It's either you clutch it godlike or you just absolutely flop.
There's some in between there. Like it was like mine wasn't great, but I didn't get a spin, so I was like, okay, whatever, this is fine.
I did.
Dang.
I mean, don't let that distract you from the fact that you still beat me by that much with soup. Like, sad days. Very sad days.
I am glad that you also got the ring though.
Oh yeah, there's no way I was gonna go without it. That's 15 seconds, like, to warp there, and then 5 seconds to grab it, 15 seconds to warp out. You're losing 20
I think
seconds.
it might have been 5 seconds total for me in Mother and Child because I stored the chest.
Nice.
Every time I get that chest now, if I'm not like super swimming anywhere, I just go for the storage once to see if I get it. And pretty much every time it runs at this point, maybe except like with one exception, I get it like first try, so then I just get 3 times saved.
That's nuts.
So lucky.
So lucky, dude. Oh.
All right, sorry, we just kind of went off on our own there.
No, you're completely fine.
Like old college buds.
Yeah, I mean, you guys covered your routes pretty much, so I don't think I have any more questions for either of you. But we will see you both move on. Jarhead, you are facing Gobbity Bobbity next, and
Monka W.
Tuba, you'll be facing Genofi.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts or fears on your upcoming races?
The more that I fear, the worse that I do. So I just try to not... Like, legit, I actually went into this entire thing expecting to lose with a serene mind, and that actually made me play better. So I just tried to just, like, not overthink things.
Yeah, that's, like, always what it comes down to for me when it comes to races. Is, like, going into there, I'm just like, oh god. But then, like, something that I don't really have when I'm doing, like, casual races is, like, it's just me and the game and music, so I just zone out, listen to the music, and just keep playing, and just autopilot through it. Only occasionally like looking up, because usually by the time like we're actually playing, I usually have like most of the route like in my head. I sometimes have to like look up for some specifics, but yeah, for the most part, I just kind of have it, so I just like zone out and autopilot for most of it. And
I think my favorite part of my route, as written here, is bring Medley to basement, play EGL, go mode rest, and then in all caps, in Arial 22 size font, don't forget to blow up the warp pot, you frickin' pig brain. And then Jahala, Shard 7.
Oh god, I love like those very, very big notes.
Yeah. I've had so many races where I forget to open it, and I've seen it happen to so many people as well, because you get into the habit of, oh, I'm doing Go Mode Earth Temple. Let's do muscle memory and jump straight to the door, realizing we have made mistakes.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
it is very yeah. All right, well.
Yeah, if you guys are good to go,
I think I'm good.
I'll leave it to Miri to close us out here.
I want to say thank you so much to everybody for watching tonight, to our runners, our commentators, our trackers, everybody for putting on a good show. Here was a close race. It was a great one, and good luck in the finals, and good luck in the lower bracket to both of you. So that'll do it for us. Great night, everybody.
Thank you.